It's close to Monday. It's close to morning.
And it's gonna be right on the money for Macabre, baby.
Oh, but we're definitely hitting that third
That's the
one.
only thing we promise.
Listen, dates are, the time is an illusion. It's a flat circle. Being spooked, that's a guarantee. That's a fact. That's data.
Amen,
that's
dude.
guaranteed.
That's objective science.
That is objective, bro. And our objective is to make you poop your pants. Here we go.
Amen, dude.
Scones?
Yeah, it's been a little hectic here in the Northeast. A lot of storms. I've lost power lots of times
Have
this
you?
weekend.
I've had no issues.
This week, I've lost power 3 times. So I'll blame that on why this is coming out not on Monday.
Yeah, Scones lost power 3 times.
Yeah.
Did you have any cool new house stuff happening? I heard you bought a shovel.
Bought the shovel.
All right.
Ripping up, redoing my kitchen floors.
I heard
DIY,
you're getting that Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse tile going on in there, right?
Pretty much. Literally every tile I rip up or shatter, there's another type of floor under it. It's just like
it never stops.
Russian nesting house.
Yeah. Baba Yaga, basically.
So essentially, yeah, I live in Baba Yaga's hut. That is the house I bought.
Yeah,
and
it was honestly in this market probably a good move.
Oh yeah, dude.
The interest on Baba Yaga's hut, you're good.
More and more millennials are buying mobile homes or living in vans.
Baba Yaga should have just been a real estate agent, because
for sure,
like
she should start one of those like van companies. It's like we sell you like vans you can live in and make YouTube channels
modular chicken houses.
That's such a fad right now on YouTube, and I am all about it. I watched so many of those.
I watched the. Have you seen the one with the dude who made like the crate home in Seattle or whatever?
Dude, it's like people are figuring out things I want to do before I do them.
It's like the algorithm, bro. Oh, speaking of the algorithm. Oh wait, no, I can't speak of the algorithm because this is next episode.
No, the algorithm's listening.
It would give away what I'm going to talk about next week, so I won't do it.
Okay. I was going to say the algorithm it's listening.
Yeah. I'm a software engineer, so I can speak to the algorithm. So
algorithm.
Yeah, I know how to open a developer console in a browser.
Dude,
so
you know Al?
Yeah. I know Al. Al go.
Ali G?
Hey, we're on to something.
Hey.
So you're ripping up floors.
Tearing apart. You know how I do.
Scones goes, okay, here's something I haven't told the listeners about Scones. He dresses up like he's 17, enrolls in local high schools just to break hearts. And I've tried telling him I don't think that's a good move.
No, the law would agree with you, but
he is determined. He will not stop.
But I'm going to make varsity this year. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm 30, but I'm in the best shape of my life.
My 100-meter dash, 30-meter dash, 100-meter dash is at an all-time high.
I'm still eligible for college. So if the scouts are there, it's a big deal.
If anyone asks, his name's Byron. He is 17, and his dad is a whaler.
Yes, that's why you never see him. He's always out getting that whale money.
Yeah, who are you taking to prom? That's where it gets weird. I take it back.
Oh, although it gets weird way before that.
I was going to say, wait, I guess the whole premise is you break a heart, so it's not that weird.
The whole premise is very illegal, even unless I'm like 21 Jump Street.
Well, do you remember that like happened like a couple months back?
It did?
You don't remember? This was a person who was who lived...
This might be the topic, the impromptu topic for this week. Hold on.
A person who lived in my hometown was caught enrolled. She was like 30 something years old, enrolled in like 3 separate high schools in the area.
Hold on.
It was pretty sick.
I gotta find a link to this.
I don't remember if she was from my hometown or if my hometown high school was one of the high schools that she like went to. But yeah, this happened like maybe 3 months ago. Okay.
Did
you find it?
No fucking way. This is crazy.
This is in June, August.
Yes.
Yeah. So like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. If I can find an article long enough, this is going to be our topic.
I've got a Fox News article up right now, but it is not long.
I got a WBUR one.
New York Post.
Wow, the New York Post caught wind of this bad boy.
That one's even shorter. Oh, the Boston Herald should have a good. Now we're talking. It's not that long. There's really not that much to talk about.
Unfortunately. I want to know the inner workings of her mind.
Yeah.
Listen to me coming on to her. I really want to know how sick you are.
This is the first line of this Boston Herald article. After a man showed up at a Boston high school complaining that his daughter had been bullied, staff members discovered...
Dude, she's bullying too?
Staff members discovered that the student in question was an adult woman who fraudulently attended 3 public schools in this academic year, the superintendent said. So not only is she attending school, she's stuffing kids into lockers and like...
That's sick, dude. Jeremiah E. Burke High School, Brighton High School, and English High School using the student transfer process and enrolling under multiple pseudonyms. I'm deeply troubled that an adult would breach the trust of our communities by posing as a student, the superintendent said in a statement. This appears to be a case of extremely sophisticated fraud.
Dude, honestly, it's scary to begin with, but the fact that she thought if you're bullying children, dude, you've got some issues already.
Not? If you're physically just... Oh my God. A redacted copy of a Boston Police Department report that the WBUR obtained from police identifies the woman as white, but does not include any other information like her age. Although it says she's 32. It does not name a motive. That's the key here.
Well, yeah, because she was trying to follow in your footsteps and break some hearts.
What if she was what if they cut her off? What if she was 21 Jump Streeting this place and they were like, nope, we don't know her.
I think there's a lot.
It's like in spy movies when they go we can't help you if you get caught.
It's very creepy, regardless of intent.
She worked for DCF.
Oh no!
Imagine one of your parents get to keep kids.
Yeah, they're like, these 2 kids of yours, they go to this high school. I'll tell you if you can keep them.
Dude, Governor Maura Healey addressed it.
Oh, man.
It's obviously a really disturbing situation, she said.
Thanks, Maura.
Dude, she hoops.
Does she?
Maura Healey, yeah, she was like a D1 point guard.
Hooping Healey?
Sick. Yeah, dude, she's hooping, she's healing.
Dude, Boston is really
it's
spitting out sports-related politicians. Given
Why do you say that?
Baker goes to the NCAA.
Oh, yeah.
Maura Healey apparently was hooping Healey.
Well, the NCAA has more money than God, so I understand why he did that.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Scones, what are we talking about now that we've covered one of the most creepy things?
Oh, my God. That was incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to talk about a classic. I don't think we've talked about... Have we talked about...
we talked about Frankenstein?
No, we talked about the Salem Witch Trials.
Yeah. Are you asking me? Was that the real one or the not one?
No, that is the real one. Have we talked about the Salem Witch Trials?
I don't know if we've actually gone in depth on them. We've definitely talked about a lot of stuff around that. But
it's one of it has the best PR of any of the witch trials in America.
Yeah, I mean, it took place in Danvers.
Everyone knows.
Wasn't it not even in Salem?
I know, that's what I'm saying. But everyone knows about it. Anyways, we're going to talk about the 400-year-old mystery of what really caused the Salem Witch Trials.
Peyote. Mushrooms.
It might be.
It was herbs, dude.
Herbs.
Anyway, guys, band Salem, more like play him.
Those instruments, he means.
Yeah, okay, bye. Darcy here. Now, I know you guys don't really expect an ad read in the middle of the show, but I gotta tell you about Squarespace. What could you imagine?
Yes.
You think we got him?
Probably.
Do you think they were like, oh, no.
Someone was typing in, they sold out.
Yeah,
they're about to tweet.
Right before they hit post, they had to delete it all. Anyway,
gotcha.
Salem.
We got an article from Who Else? All That's Interesting, published on August 20th, edited by John Karofsky. Does not say who wrote it.
Ooh, maybe it was a fucking ghost of like Giles Corey.
It says it's by All That's Interesting. So we have, this might be AI for all I know.
Dude, this might be a collab, dude.
All That's Interesting might be
just chat. All That's Interesting GPT.
I'd still read.
I'd hashtag still reading. Let's get that trend.
For 300 years, the causes of the Salem Witch Trials have been hotly debated. Some blame boredom and teenage angst, while others blame a hallucinogenic fungus.
I called it. Mushrooms, baby.
If there's one thing Darce knows as a father too, it's peyote.
It's mushroom peyote. See, I said peyote. I meant mushrooms. It's gonna get you crazy. It's gonna make you go crazy.
Is peyote legal to grow?
I don't even.
Because it's just like it grows all over the Southwest United States. It's just a cactus in the desert.
All is that I didn't know it was a cactus. I've never actually thought about what it looks like until we were talking about it right now. In my head, it's just something that people just like smoking. It's like extra super crazy, like marijuana in my mind.
I also think some like natives, like nations, it's part of like spiritual.
Yeah, like Vape Nation.
Yeah, specifically that.
Yeah,
that's what I should say. Is someone told you stop vaping. It's a spiritual experience, dude. What do you do?
Yeah, you ever sucked on one of these little metal boys? It's a spiritual.
They're like, sir, you do not belong in this high school. I'm like, what are you doing?
You're like, I'm gonna bully your kids if you keep this up.
Bullying your kids is a spiritual experience.
I'm absolutely
owning your 14-year-old son in dodgeball is a spiritual experience.
Yeah, I let's just say he's not going to win any Fortnite rounds anytime soon.
None. In 1692, the quiet Puritan settlement of Salem, Massachusetts descended into madness when its residents suddenly began accusing each other of witchcraft. You know, like
tell me, scones.
Thanksgiving with that one uncle, if you know what I'm saying.
Or Thanksgiving.
Now known as the Salem Witch Trials, this phenomenon would go on to become the largest witch hunt in American history.
Pog.
But what? Oh, yeah, other than
the laptop.
So political. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. It's literally every story.
That's why I was like, I can't pick one, dude.
Yeah.
Just like, I should pick a super outdated one that's already been solved. I should be like, just like Watergate.
I think nothing bad happened.
I don't think JFK's actually dead.
No. I think it was the Peruvian government the whole time.
Heyo.
Payo.
But what caused the Salem Witch Trials in the first place? Between 1692 and 1693,
Columbus sailed
more than 200. Yep, it definitely rang out like that in my head as well. More than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft in Salem, and 20 were executed. So it's only a 10% kill rate. Those trials weren't very effective.
Also, they were only practicing. They didn't even get to like play in a game.
Although I will say I have not run into witch problems very often in my life.
That's a good point. Maybe, nobody's gone from this angle. Have you had any witch encounters? I haven't. So maybe
you're welcome.
They cut it off the head of the snake real early.
Thank God, Goody Proctor or whoever the fuck.
Bye, Goody. Bye, Charles. Charles Corey. Giles Corey.
But almost as suddenly as the trials began, they stopped. Salem came to its senses, and life carried on. Since then, the Salem Witch Trials have fascinated and perplexed scholars like few other episodes in American history. Like ourselves right now, this is what they're talking about when they say
when they say scholars.
Scholars
I hardly know are more like is what we are.
Many experts believe misogyny played a big role, especially since most of the victims were women.
Back at it again, baby.
Back at it again. They didn't have Taylor Swift to guide us out of the light. Also, whoa, we didn't cover the big Taylor Swift news, but let's just say she's no longer in the bleachers.
Let's just say
she's dating the football player.
Oh my God.
However, some men were also put to death during the Salem Witch Trials. Perhaps the most infamous case was Darcy's homeboy, Giles Corey.
Yeah.
An 80-year-old farmer who refused to stand trial after being accused of wizardry, which I wish someone would accuse me of that. Instead, I'm just getting accused of like, hey, you're not in high school. Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, hey, you don't belong here. You're an adult man.
I wonder if I'd be better at school, like the actual subject matter, or worse. If I'd be like more focused because I'm an adult and not worried about stupid stuff.
I think you should be able to retake high school once you're 30. Because I would crush it.
I think some of it would be hard. I think a lot of it I'd look at as a 30-year-old and be like, I don't need to know this. Or like, there's no point in me reading this.
Yeah.
It might be harder to force myself to do stuff, especially with I got practice after and then I got to do homework. It's a busy lifestyle.
Right. But I like to think that I could like smash the homework.
I don't know. I think calculus would still kick my ass.
Yeah, but like the first 3 years of high school, you got in the bag. Like
I think
algebra, bruh.
Dude, I'd be so good at cheating. Like unbelievable at cheating.
Also, how does English class work now? Do you just go to ChatGPT and say like, "Hey, write this paper"? Like, how do they stop that? You know,
they're gonna have to make kids like handwrite essays again.
That would be so weird and like kind of makes I don't know if it makes
it's the only solution I can think of for like writing essays as homework.
I guess.
Either that or like, why is any kid doing anything?
But then you could still, like, I mean, if it was take home, you would just have it, but you'd still just use ChatGPT and just write out what it says.
But think about like all of your homework can be done by ChatGPT easy.
Yeah. So that's why we got to make TikTok.
Is school even like hard anymore? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're in high school listening to this, I just know I'm totally in high school, and yeah, let us know how homework even fucking works.
Yeah, I'm totally in high school.
Yeah, I'm totally a high school guy. I like hanging out. I don't want to kiss or nothing. I'm just here to do work. Denied the typically quicker execution of hanging, Giles Corey was instead pressed to death by stones which were piled on top of him one at a time. So if any of the homies...
he was a baller because he was like more weight.
Other like non-New England schools have to read The Crucible?
Yeah, I would think so. But do they get to go to what's the one in Salem? They have like a Salem kind of place in elsewhere. I think there's one in Danvers, like
recreation. People acted old timey.
Yeah.
Like a Plymouth Plantation type.
That's the one I'm thinking of. It's Plymouth Plantation
or Old Sturbridge Village.
Yes, an old timey recreation of Salem.
I think go see an old guy die.
My brother
it right in front of you.
My brother was in Salem last week. The end.
Dude, I want to go this year, but I think I'm gonna wait till November because I really like. I think just like I'm a spooky boy all year round.
Yeah,
and I hate people, so I just think I'm past the point where I can actually navigate Salem.
I hear like last week of September is the time to go.
I don't know, dude. I went one time last week of September, and it's still like fucking
spooky wookie.
Yammed.
Oh no!
Like so many people. Salem's gonna be spooky no matter when you go. Like all that shit's still open. But I went in October once, which was the worst time.
That sounds.
I spent the entire day just in line because there's like no public bathrooms. So I just spent all line just
had to poop in a cauldron.
My pains. Yeah. Anyways. Not even animals were safe. At least 2 dogs were executed due to their alleged involvement in the witchcraft.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. Pour one out.
For real,
dude. You wouldn't know that, Darce. You don't care.
I don't care. I've always said animals can all die. I don't
It's true.
care.
He says that a lot.
I say it
especially
on every
at the zoo.
My email signature.
He gets rat poison confiscated him every time we go to the zoo.
But it's good for him.
And Darce is like, it's fine. Just give it to them. Just hold your hand flat so they don't nip your fingers.
Anyway, enough about me.
So even though gender played a role in the Salem Witch Trials, it could not have been the only factor. what really caused this quiet Puritan town to descend into total paranoia and persecution. That sentence.
It's a lot of P's.
Well, all I'm saying is Puritan people, like, paranoia and persecution are kind of the whole religion, right?
Sentence got more P's than a Salem
it's not just like what caused
October.
It. Let's take a look at some of the most popular theories. Post-traumatic stress from Native American wars.
Okay.
One theory suggests that the Native American wars may have contributed to the hysteria that took hold in Salem in 1692. One of the brutal conflicts known as King Philip's War raged in the colonies during the 1670s.
Yep.
And the front lines of this battle were not that far from Salem.
In the Hockomock Swamp, no?
Yes, and Cape Cod and the Boston Harbor Islands. It was a big old war.
Boston Harbor
Lots
Islands.
of religious and racially charged war crimes committed by both sides.
Little America coming at you.
Most people in the region have been impacted in one way or another by the wars, and this created an atmosphere of intense anxiety. Many were afraid of further attacks and raids from neighboring Native American tribes.
Okay.
Some of the afflicted girls who accused women of bewitching them had actually witnessed some earlier raids prior to making their claims. So it's been suggested that watching those attacks may have caused some post-traumatic stress, which might have played a role in inspiring accusations in the first place.
Okay.
It is like crazy to think like PTSD has been something only talked about since like Vietnam.
Yeah, but it's like there's so much worse.
Definitely. It definitely has happened for like also PTSD, dude. Like everything was traumatic back in the day. Like you're like, PTSD, I watched my mom cough up blood till she died because we all sleep in the same room. Like it's everyone was traumatic.
Yeah.
Historian Mary Beth Norton believes the Native American wars may have impacted the trials in another way.
Historian Mary Beth Norton?
Dude, Harry
Norton?
Historian Mary Beth Norton is about to lay down some bars for you guys.
It's a sick title.
It is. Who suggests that the accusation and execution of ex-minister George Burroughs, who led a number of failed military campaigns against the Native Americans, indicates that town officials are trying to shift blame for their own inadequate defense of the frontier onto supernatural causes.
Hell yes. We've been doing that for centuries, baby.
Dude, I'm thinking about still doing it. In other words, they wanted to believe that the devil was threatening them instead of their own weaknesses. So if safety was just a witch hanging away, in the minds of the public at least, it would be a powerful incentive to root out the culprit who is terrorizing their community. So the next reason
this is
my favorite one.
Oh, okay.
Boredom and guilt during Puritan times.
I believe the Puritan guilt thing, but the boredom, well, maybe. Who knows?
I can't even imagine how fucking boring it was to be a human back then.
Dude, you're like...
you're in a village.
So
all you're
bored
told is if you leave the village, the devil's going to get you. And
yeah, so you're like, hey, you want to put people to death?
Games are basically illegalized.
Yeah, you cannot play stickball.
You can't have fun.
Fun is sin.
You can't do any sex or drinking or rock and roll.
Yeah.
I might start accusing people of shit if I was.
Yeah, I might have seen a witch. Kill that dog.
The witch trials began in early 1692 after 9-year-old Betty Paris and her 11-year-old cousin Abigail Williams began to exhibit some strange behavior. Darcy, you remember Abigail Williams, portrayed by Winona Ryder, was supposed to be 11 in that movie?
Listen. Have you seen the... There's the... I saw on Reddit the other day of like Fast and Furious 2 has like a guy who's supposed to be 17 and he's like got like a widow's peak and like it's just so bad. Anyway.
Well, plus in the movie, don't they make her have an affair with John Proctor?
I have not seen this movie since middle school.
Dude, you gotta fire up the Crucible again, brother.
I gotta fire up a VHS player to watch it, dude.
It's not that great. Although Winona Ryder is awesome. But yeah. Pretty boring fucking movie.
Makes me want to start a witch hunt.
Yeah, it makes me think about accusing people of certain things.
Hell yeah.
They hid under furniture, cried out in pain, and sometimes even barked like dogs.
Okay, so they were just like the quirky girls.
Yeah, we've talked about this on the
like
show
horse
before.
girls of Salem.
I had a girl growing up that acted like a dog in my
who doesn't?
Grade. It's not witchcraft.
It's part
dude.
of life.
It's just puberty. Samuel Paris, the father of Betty Paris, called for a physician to look at the girls. Since the doctor found nothing physically wrong with them, it was then concluded that the girls had been bewitched. But some sources suggest that the girls may have been acting strangely because they were simply frightened by a fortune-telling game.
I guess that's what you got. That's all you have to do.
That'll set me off.
Should have seen Scones at a fortune teller place.
I was like, you're a witch, we're killing the dog.
Okay.
Why not the cats?
Well, I think they probably got it. I mean, aren't they like known as the as familiars of witches?
That's what I'm saying. Why are they killing dogs and not cats?
Dude, listen.
Dude, I found out why cats are associated with witches. Do you know?
Yeah, because they kill all the mice. About this?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We may have talked about this.
I don't know if we have, but
anyway, people with with cats would have less mice, get sick less, and then people would be like, oh, they're supernaturally making everyone else sick. Anyway, in Salem at the time, the children were restricted from almost all forms of play. So this is what I was talking about, where I would blow my brains out into the Christmas tree. They were expected to spend most of their time doing chores and studying the Bible.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with that. All I'm saying is, maybe they should have read the Bible a little bit more.
Yeah.
But anyway, the lack of stimulation naturally led to boredom. And this boredom may help to explain why Betty Paris and Abigail Williams became so interested in fortune telling, which was allegedly introduced to them by a slave named Tituba.
Yep.
One time in college, I went around telling people that...
I already love it.
That Marnie from Halloween Town, her middle name was Tituba. And I got a good amount of people to believe me.
Well, why would they not? Why? Who knows that name?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Is the crucible taught in schools? That's a good test. But yeah, I like to, in parties in college, I used to go around and make up really absurd lies that were just weird enough to be, like, not crazy enough that people didn't believe them, but also were totally weird and didn't make any sense.
So Marnie,
I'm thinking about I should get back into that. That was on my. See, that's why I should get back to high school, dude.
Yeah,
dude. Lies about people. I'd be on my dumb shit, dude.
Your dumb shit in a varsity jacket.
As one of their only outlets for activity, they naturally became drawn to these superstitions. I mean, I'm drawn to those superstitions too.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're doing a podcast about those things. So
everyone listening to this is drawn to that superstition. Whoopsie.
Are we dog people?
Oh my god, are we
Arf,
dog
arf, arf?
people? Big rough, little rough.
Big rough and little rough?
Dude.
That's the sky blue and red foo.
Oh no, dude, too soon. I'm still sad they broke up.
Rest in peace.
And hate each other.
Rest in double peace.
That's why some believe that their involvement in these forbidden activities, and a combination of guilt and fear they felt from participating in them, may have been the real cause of their strange behavior.
When you're strange.
Darce, I got loads more about the Salem Witch Trials, so this might have to be a part
doozles? A part deux? Yeah, we're hitting that 30-minute mark. A part deux? Only respect.
Only respect.
Only respect. Only respect.
Please, only respect. Please. I'm taking French in high school.
Please. Semester. I know a French person. Only respect.
Only respect.
I have a Panera Bread down the road. Only respect.
Only respect. Only respect.
Au Bon Pon is a restaurant. Only respect.
I've smoked a lot of cigarettes when I used to drink, so it's all respect, all bon.
That means only respect.
Only respect.
Okay, so are we cutting it here, and then we'll hit him with that Dusseldorf?
Cutting it off like a moil, baby.
All right, gang, if you know an adult going through high schools and pretending to be of that age and bullying peers, please let us know. We will put a stop to it. And if you are French, nothing but respect.
Nothing but respect.
Only respect.
Only respect, dude.
So check us out, MondayMorningMacabre.com, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, MMMacabrePod on Twitter. Check out the merch, check out the Patreon, check out all that stuff. And I love you so much. Goodbye. Did you say goodbye?